Good morning, everybody. So, meal prepping today. Gonna make some vegan enchiladas. So, one of the keys to eating healthy, especially throughout the day, is meal prepping. Take one day a week and make yourself lunches for the week, dinners for the week, snacks for the week, whatever. So, I take these containers and basically I fill them up. Today I'm going to fill them up with enchiladas, and I'm going to show you how I make those. Super quick, super easy, just like always. You don't want to make it too much of a chore. So here we go. Okay, so the whole thing starts off with rice. Normally I would use this brown rice, but it doesn't look like I have enough in there, so we're going to go with this jasmine rice. I think it's sometimes called sticky rice, but first thing we got to do is wash some of the starch off this rice before we cook it. Put a cup of rice in there and just add some water through it, whatever, and then I'll dump it out. And then I'll do that, whatever, 3 or 4 or 5 times so some of the water looks a little more clear. So what I'm doing differently here is instead of adding water, I'm going to cook the sticky rice with coconut milk. If you don't like coconut, don't do this. Just go ahead and just do the whole water thing, because it does leave a little bit of a coconut flavor to it, but not much. I don't even taste it, but some people do. And just go with the same amount of water and rice that you would normally cook it in. It comes out smooth and creamy, and it's good in a lot of different recipes. So I've got myself one of these fancy rice cookers. You just throw the rice and water and such in there, turn it on. When the rice is done, it kind of switches to a warm setting, keeps the rice warm, and come back about 20 minutes later and there you have it, all done. So at this point you just start throwing everything together. I have this big bowl, I just throw my rice in there. This time I'm using black beans with some sort of Caribbean sauce mixed in the can, so that all goes in there for extra flavor and all. I'm also going to use regular black beans that have been washed off, so most of my flavoring for my enchilada filling is coming from these Caribbean flavored black beans. So you just keep combining your ingredients, and you can add whatever you want at this point. If you're not doing the vegan thing, you can most certainly add hamburger, or you can even add that fake hamburger stuff that you can find. And you just mix it all up. You can throw cheese in here if you want. You can put extra seasoning here if you want. But I'm making mine pretty simple this week. Okay, so I put the fajita shells. These are the 8-inch flour tortillas shells. I just put it in the microwave just to soften it up a little bit. It makes it easier to fold. Take a little scoop of our mix. I'm going to add corn to mine today. The reason I didn't put the corn in the mix is because they're not all going to have corn in it. Use a little bit of this fake cheese. I don't use this that often. It's not super healthy. It's basically oils and such. But if you want that little cheesy flavor in there, you know, it's nice to have every now and then. And today I'm just rolling them up. I'm not doing anything fancy, not folding in the corners, and just putting it in there like so. I'm going to drive on with this process until I fill my pan up. So once I'm done making all the enchiladas, now I'm going to drench them in sauce. I'm making two different ones here. Some have corn and some have the red sauce, which is a little spicier. You can actually get it in all kinds of hot, medium, mild. And now they're going into the oven. So I usually throw these in 375, about 25 minutes. When the sauce starts bubbling, you're getting pretty close. And if you want to add, cheese to the top of it, you can do that anytime after it starts, the boiling. You can just sprinkle some on there. I really don't do much of this because of this PFA cheese kind of looks like that plastic kids toy cheese, so I usually just skip it. Yeah, so after about 25 minutes or so, they just come right out of the pan and go right into these containers. The containers go into the freezer or the fridge. It's not like you're actually having to cook anything. All the filling has already been cooked. So it's just a matter of just, warming them up and melting the cheese, and maybe the tortilla shell's a little brown, but it's super easy. So there you go. Like I was saying, prepping your meals for the week, that's huge. You're out, if you gotta go to work or you're out running errands or whatever, and you get hungry, you have something there, You don't have to stop at McDonald's. You don't have to stop at the convenience store and get some convenience store pizza or hot dog on those little roller beds, whatever. You have something already there, And if you do this, a couple different meals, if you have them ready waiting for you, you just have to throw them, in a lunchbox or whatever. And that's the way you do it. Always be ready. Always have something there, healthy to eat, so you don't have to worry about having to make that poor choice in putting something bad in your system. So have a great day.